welcome. Thank you very much for talking with us. There is something that you are involved with that is very interesting, something we've reported on about at iMore before, and it's getting a huge amount of traction at the show, and it's called App Camp for Girls. Could you tell us what it is, please?
Yeah, it's a summer camp that's aimed at teaching middle school age girls how to program.
And what is the response been for that so far locally, where you guys are actually trying to get this program off the ground? Has there been a lot of interest in it?
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. We've been really excited about the number of people that have, wanted to donate time or resources to help set it up, and then the number of girls who want to actually participate. We had so many people submit applications and want to be a part of the first 2 beta camps that we actually had to turn people down.
Oh, nice. Well, it's not nice to turn people down, but it's nice to know immediately that this is something that is desperately needed.
Yeah, it's great to know that we're filling a niche that, actually has a lot of demand.
Explain what it is about the niche that's different from other programming camps or programming efforts.
Yeah, well, there's a couple things. First, we're aiming our resources specifically at teaching young girls how to program. Mm-hmm. And there's not really a lot of resources available for that. There are camps like Portland has a Think Geek, which has some free classes that people can go to for like general programming knowledge. They even have some that are youth-oriented, but I don't know of any that are gender-specific. And I think it's really hard, especially at sort of the middle school age, to walk into a room full of people that you maybe don't know anybody and you're also the only girl. So I think it takes that time period and really, gives them a way to feel empowered. The other thing that's sort of different is, to my knowledge anyway, there's not another iOS camp specifically that's aimed at kids.
What do you think that public school systems should be doing to attract more girls to STEM-related electives and preparation for use in the real world?
Yeah, I mean, they need encouragement for girls to go into computer science, and that starts with exposure, and it starts with good technology. And I think some of the problems are, that we don't have up-to-date technology in the schools, and then there's also not classes that are going to be catering to that or encouraging it. I grew up in the South, so I think my experience is a little bit different, but I definitely found whenever I tried to, get into those electives in high school that I was really discouraged from it. And that made it quite frustrating, and actually is part of the reason why I didn't end up going to college for computer science.
And what's really interesting is that you're capturing the girls at an age where this makes a big difference. You're going on the other side of that when they're first getting into the high school age, right?
Yeah, that was one of the things that really spoke to me when Jean came to me with the idea for the project and asked me to be a part of her idea. The point in my life where I really wanted to be involved in math and science and computer science specifically was middle school, and it was not having those resources available at that age that made me go a different route whenever I went to college. And had I had that, I can't imagine the awesome things that I could have done so much sooner.
Indeed. So how many are you starting with?
I don't remember how many are in the initial camp. We had a alpha camp is what we're calling it now, or a beta camp. We had 3 girls that we did that with, and it was just one afternoon, and we went through, kind of like a fast-forwarded version of the camp. And then we're going to have 2 more camps this summer that are going to be a week long. And the number of kids in the camp ranges somewhere between 10 and 20, I don't remember.
So it's a pretty small group of people so far.
Yeah, our idea is to break them off into groups, 3 or 4 girls apiece, and have them work together, and so that we can talk about things as a large group all together, and then break them off and have them work on individual projects. So we want them all to be able to benefit from group knowledge, and then also have individual attention.
Now, you guys have put up a page on Indiegogo that's gotten amazing traction so far. You blew straight past your first goal in just a few days.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about how the community feels about this project?
Oh, it was wonderful. I mean, this is like our wildest dreams for support, and it all came true. So it gives me a lot of faith in the project, and we've talked about rolling it out in other states and other cities, and this definitely makes us feel like that can be a reality much sooner than we thought.
Excellent. Well, please tell our viewers where they can find out more about you.
I'm UI Pop-Tart on Twitter, and my name's Natalie Osten.
And tell us about App Camp. Where can we find more information on that?
Yeah, it's appcampforgirls.net.com. I don't remember. I should know this. But it's App Camp for Girls. We have an Indiegogo campaign up, and if you Google us, we're definitely the first hit. There's also a link to it on my Twitter page.
Or just search on iMore for App Camp for Girls, and stuff will pop up. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No problem.